Hi guys, Matt from 123myIT here. Welcome to the channel. One of the most annoying things about Windows 11 Home Edition is when you go to install it, it asks you to log in with a Microsoft account. It doesn't let you set up a local account. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you the sneaky way to get around this. Let's get started. Other videos will show you how to, have to disconnect the Wi-Fi or disconnect, your network for it to work, but I'll just show you a really easy way you can do it. So you're probably already familiar with downloading a copy of Windows onto your USB key. So that's pretty straightforward. I'll just show you how you do that anyway. So if you just go to google.com, download Microsoft Windows 11. Alright, you go to their downloads website. Scroll down and you would create yourself a Windows installation media. You would click on that. Pretty straightforward. And then you'd open your media creation tool. Alright, now I've already got mine set up, so I'm not going to go through these whole steps and set it up because it takes some time, but I'll just show you the steps to do it. So you just accept to the license agreements. Alright, you can take that out and choose a different language if you want, but I'm just going to go United States. And now you can download the file of Windows, or you can put it on a USB drive, which is this one here. So you would just go next. It will tell you what USB drive, you go next, 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 and then it will download Windows and set up the USB for you. So I'm not going to go through that because it takes some time. But what I'm going to do now is show you how I'm going to reinstall Windows on this Lenovo IdeaPad 3. And then I'll show you how to log on and create a local account rather than, disconnecting your Wi-Fi or network and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we're going to just restart the laptop now. Power it off. Just go restart. And on the Lenovo, to go into BIOS, you just hit F2. And I'll show you why you might need to do that on your computer. There's a few things I needed to change to actually get this to work on this Lenovo, but this isn't for all laptops. But if you're on a Lenovo IdeaPad, I'll show you what I changed real quick. So I changed this SATA controller. Actually, no, I didn't. Sorry, that actually doesn't come up unless you I disabled this VMD controller. If I enable that, then you can see the SATA controller disappears. So I actually need to change that, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm just going to disable it again, leave that disabled, and then it comes back. You can see we've got our SATA controller is back. So that's what I needed to change. And then also I needed to just tell the computer I want to boot into the USB device into our Windows key that we've just found. So if I scroll down to it, I press F6 to push it up, and then F10, and then just save the configuration. And so now what it's going to do is the computer's going to look at the USB drive and it's going to start installing Windows. Now, why would you want to install Windows when you already have a copy of it on here? Very good question. The answer to that is you might want to get rid of all the bloatware that comes with some of these cheaper laptops. There was a lot of Lenovo software and things on there that I didn't actually want on the computer. And then also I didn't want to have a Microsoft account attached. I just want to be able to log in locally. All right, so we're just going to accept the terms and agreements, go next. We want to do a custom install. So if I didn't make that change before in BIOS, these drives wouldn't come up. It just wouldn't have any drives in here. So I actually needed to make that disable that option in BIOS for these drives to come up. So now that they're up, I'm just going to delete these. All right, obviously, if you have data on your computer, don't do this because you'll delete the data. However, I'm going to do a clean install. This video is about doing a clean install with a local account for Windows 11, so that's why I'm deleting everything to show you that it's a clean install. Alright, so that's going to go ahead and install now. I'm just going to stop the video and we'll pick it up when it restarts. Alright, cool. So Windows is starting up there. We're just going to go ahead and, like you would, you just select your country. Keyboard, US. We're just going to skip an extra keyboard layout. Alright, connect to your Wi-Fi. So I mentioned earlier in the video, some other videos recommend that you disconnect your Wi-Fi and mess around with that sort of stuff. We're not going to do that. We're just going to do the sneaky way. Alright, cool. We're just going to skip the name for now. You can go ahead and name your device if you want to, but I'm just going to skip it. Alright, it just gives you a rundown of what you get with the Microsoft account, the reasons why you should use one, and then you tap on sign in. Alright, and then it wants you to put in an email address. Now, as you can see with the Pro version, you can actually go in here and you'll have different sign-in options, but with the home version, it doesn't allow you to do it. So you can sign in with a key or other options. So we've actually got no other option otherwise to put in an email address or create one. Okay, we've got nothing in Learn More down here either. So what we're going to do, so this is the tricky part that we're going to do now, is we're going to put in an email address here, and then we're going to put in a fake password, and when it doesn't see the account, it's again going to allow us to log on with a local user. Okay, so the email address that you're going to use is, and I'll type it in for you now. So the email address is no, and then @thankyou.com. Now, I don't know how long this is going to last for. It may just last for this video. Microsoft might look into this. However, it does work at the moment, so let's go ahead and try it. Now, we don't know what the password is. You can just type in anything and then go sign in. All right, oops, something went wrong. If you tap on next, and then it allows you to put in a local account. So I'm just going to put in 123 IT, and then next, and then a password, confirm password, and then you go through and do your security questions. So I'll just go through and do those real quick. All right, awesome. So now that you've done your security codes, we're just going to go and turn off all this privacy settings for your device. All right, it's checking for updates again. All right, cool. So there you go. There you have it. So we're logged in now, and we've still got our Wi-Fi on. Haven't needed to disconnect the Wi-Fi or anything. You can see our users there, and we're logged in now with the local user. So my username is 123myit, and then my password is just 123. Really easy. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that, and that's the sneaky way to do it. Like I said before, I don't know how long that email address is going to work, but anyway, you know now. So if you wanted to do this now, you could go on and reinstall Windows Home and get yourself a local account. All right, guys, so obviously the next thing after that, you would just go through and run your updates, check for your updates, and then start using Windows Home with a local account, as you can see up here. All right, guys, if this is a helpful video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, share it around with your friends, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.